one reason I got a GoPro was because I was very much I'm very interested in media and video editing. Not that I'm good at it, but I want to get better, and the best way to get better is doing it. I like the idea of filming my trips because I'm very bad at taking pictures, because when you're taking pictures when you're going on a motorcycle trip, you need to stop and you need to have a sense of how to take a good picture, which I don't have. That's the reason videos are so good, because I can just hit record, go for a ride, and afterwards I can sit comfortably at home and pick up the pieces I want to show you and make a video about it. Maybe I will get more, I hope I will get more comfortable talking to myself. The mountains are stretching high. Damn, I'm gonna get so annoyed if the microphone isn't working, because I'm actually trying this time. Last time I was recording when I was going to the Sennanigans, I didn't try as much as I'm doing now, because I wanted to when I went to the Sennanigans I wanted to like experience the ride and the place, and I have been riding on this road for so many times. I can't even count how many times. And it's like I know this road back to forth. Not that it's a bad road, it's a nice road. It's a very nice road. I love the landscape here. I bought a new computer. I didn't really need one, but I wanted I wanted a computer that was faster for the editing, because my last computer really did struggle. But I managed to push out some videos, but it was kind of awkward because I needed to restart my computer after like 3 or 4 edits. It worked. I mean, it was kind of interesting, but in the long haul I would get super bored of the computer issues, so I got another computer. So I really went overboard super quick, only for the videos, because I really enjoyed it. And I hope I will continue enjoying it in the future. And if I'm not enjoying it in the future, we'll see what happens. Until then, I'm doing this. Ooh! Get ready, this is going to be a trip. If you haven't been here, you're gonna be super weirded out. I'm not gonna, or maybe you can, yeah, you can see it from here. I'm gonna show it. Look at that. This is King Chulalongkorn Way, or King Chulalongkorn's Road, and it was actually named that after the king, king of Thailand in the late 1800s, called King Chulalongkorn. Go figure. And he was here. He was invited by King Oscar II, I think, the Swedish king. And the king was showing off all of the forests here in Sweden, and he really enjoyed this place, and he liked this place in particular. they gave us 2 elephants as a thank you for building this place. Those elephants aren't here, as you can see. It would be super weird to have 2 elephants here. They are at Kolmården, I think it's the biggest zoo in Sweden, one of the bigger zoos at least. And they were gifted to the Swedish king. They have 2 elephants over there, like statues. They gave the 2 elephants to our Swedish king to celebrate building this place. It was built, I think, like in 1997. It's kind of a weird, just like in the middle of Swedish forest there's a Thai temple, and if you don't know the history, it feels kind of forced. And if you know the history, it's more interesting. If you don't know the history, I have heard rumors. There's a lot of rumors of this place that the King Chulalongkorn lived here. That's not true. At least I haven't found anything about it. Same like he wanted to move here. He was buying the land of Sweden. Nothing like that. They built a road for the king to go here, and then named the road after the king, the Thai king, King Chulalongkorn. And if I remember, the story goes, and I'm not sure if this is like 100% correct, but the story goes that the king went to Sweden. He was invited by King Oscar II. I think that was the king who was ruling then. I'm not sure. I think so. Not super good at Swedish kings. And he wanted to show off the Swedish forest because it was the late 1800s. Then forest was like the big thing. Not a lot of European countries had their forest. And Sweden, we have a law that keeps our forests safe. Like if you cut down a tree in Sweden, you need to plant another, and I think you need to plant 2 trees for that tree. So the forest can't go extinct. That's the law is for that, and the law hasn't really changed since it was implemented in the medieval times. And forests, like wood, is still one of the biggest natural resources here in Sweden. And the Swedish king wanted to show the Thailand, like King Chulalongkorn, our awesome forests, essentially. Oh, it's beautiful here. I think I can cross here. We'll see. This is not or we could go to Bispgården from here and cross later. Yeah, and continue the story. So King Oscar wanted to show the Thai king our forest, and they went to here, and they went to Ångermanland, which is north of here, and they went like on boat trips on the Elv. There wasn't a power plant here then, and you could go from boat like here, I think all the way to Norway, maybe a long way at least. And he particularly liked this place, and they built a road here and named the road after him because they needed a road for him to travel. And they named the road after him, and some people from Thailand noticed, oh damn, we're in the middle of Sweden and there's a name after one of our kings. How come? And I know I can understand them being weirded out or interested or like confused. And you know, they wanted to make like a memorial place for the king. It was 100 years later, and the Swedish government helped, and they built the Thai pavilion. I like the story. I'm not sure the story is 100% historically correct. That's the story I have been told. And I think Swedish people, at least the people living here, like where I'm from, want this place to be bigger than it really is. Like when I was a kid, I thought the king was buried here because inside the pavilion there's a big statue of the king, and I thought he was buried here because why else would you build such a big place? I thought it was like a pyramid for the Thai king or something, because it's like King Chulalongkorn Memorial Pavilion. Of course I thought he was there, like a memorial pavilion. What the fuck is a pavilion for like a 8-9-year-old kid? I was like, this is a pyramid, he's inside here, it's super cool. Ooh. Where am I? Revaberget. Mörkland. The bomb. It's a fucking mushroom that looks like a bomb. What the fuck?